What is up, YouTube? We are back. The hiatus is over. Big, big fight week. I will be there. Not live streaming, unfortunately, but still. Either way, this is news in the world of UFC Part 2. I was probably going to do this anyway, but a lot of stuff has come out in the past few days. John Jones officially retired, more like ran away, scared to fight Aspinall. Insane. He probably comes back if Aspinall loses, let's be real, and tries to find a way to justify it. And he's also in legal trouble in the state of New Mexico for allegedly doing a hit and run and fleeing the scene before officers arrived in February of 2025. So that is what we got today, as well as we're going to talk about what is at stake for this weekend, what is going on, the whole thing. Insane. Finally, Dana White, after the Baku card, said it's over. John Jones is out. And just like that, Tom Aspinall is finally champion. So, what probably happens is Aspinall's going to fight Cyril Gane. If Aspinall loses Cyril Gane, I'm going to the rope store. Oh, I got him. Yeah, so Aspinall should win. I imagine he would grapple, get like an easy sub, kind of similar to how Jones did it. But we'll see what happens with that. As for, I mean, heavyweight's kind of in trouble. You're gonna need Towson to share to beat Derek Lewis in a few weeks over here. Apparently, UFC just signed Anta Deliha. I don't know if that was announced after Jones retired. Well, it was announced after Jones retired, but I don't know if that was signed before because it was like right around the same time. Oh, look at that shot. Mmm. Mmm. That's all day. But either way, so you could tell UFC stressing. They're trying to get some new guys in there. They tried to make Curtis Blades fight Rizion Kuniev um, 3 times, and finally, once they fought this past weekend, Curtis Blades won by split decision. I was kind of hearing some robbery talks, but I don't know. I feel like if it was that close of a fight, wouldn't you think they'd give it to the guy that... never mind. We're not going to get into it. Oh, but yeah, either way, so UFC heavyweights, you can tell they're stressing about it, especially now that we don't have Jones Aspinall. So they're probably going to try to cook together something else. They're hoping. They're probably going to have D'Elia fight like Curtis Blades or something, give him like a top 5 shot right away. But he kind of deserves it more than Blades. D'Elia is like a former champ and is coming off like pretty solid win streak if I'm not mistaken. But either way, it is what it is. On to the next big topic. People kind of do like a light look at International Fight Week. It's stacked. So much going on, man. Only 12 fights though, so that's a little annoying. We lost some already, but yeah, it should be a good card. Lightweights. Oh, it's a decent one. Right in my grill. Right in my grill. It's above his high grouse. Alright, yeah, so okay, we're gonna crouch, But yeah, as I'm saying, oh my gosh, he's right in my grill. He's right in my sniz. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. We're close. Pop out, where you at? Where you at, young? Austin. Where'd he go? It's gotta be above this ridge right over here. Okay, back to UFC because I can't even find this pronghorn. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I think it's such an intriguing matchup between Oliveira and Topuria. I'm not gonna state who I think is gonna win yet. I'm still conflicted, honestly. I've changed my mind quite a few times at this point, but pretty excited for the fights, especially since I'll be watching in person, so that'll be a good time. Hoping that Topuria and Beneil can pull it off, but sport's pretty brutal, so I'd probably be lucky if I see only one of them win. On to the next topic. Gaethje being absolutely delusional, saying that he's earned a title shot after like face the winner of this. No, like we've talked about this before. Like even after he beat Fasif the second time, that does not warrant a title shot. You stepping up and fighting Fasif on short notice. You're on a one-fight win streak against a guy that was outside top 10. I don't care if you went to war with Holloway. You were going to get a title shot before then. It's not warranted, and you get mauled by either guy. So, I don't know what Gaethje's talking about. He's delusional. Saw Poirier is trying to have Lil Wayne walk out with him. That might be cool, but also could be corny, like how boxing has that. But we'll see what happens there. What else is going on? Apparently, there's going to be some Islam fight news. We know who he's going to be fighting. The question is when. In my opinion, I don't know what they're going to do with that pay-per-view that was supposed to be in September in Guadalajara. That is now in early October. But I think the UFC is going to try to do Ankh Pereira too on the same card as Islam and what's it called? Islam and JDM. Actually, I don't know. Maybe not. Now that I think about it, because that's technically a super fight, the Islam fight. Never mind. Yeah, and like knowing how cheap the UFC is, they won't let that happen. So probably not actually. So maybe they do Islam JDM early October. Then I just don't know where that card is because I think they made the Guadalajara card a fight night in San Antonio instead. But we'll see what goes on there. Saw Michael Morales and Leon Edwards is about to be signed for 320. That'd be a good matchup. Shout out to Leon Edwards for taking these fights. You know, keeping the division moving. And if he wins, good for him. I'll be devastated because even though Michael Morales does some sus things, he is a really fun fighter to watch and probably has a really bright future in the sport. Trying to think what else. You know, Patty's been trying to talk at Ilya and vice versa. You know how them boys do. You know, I mean, Patty's just trying to get that title shot, but I'm fine with Patty getting a title shot over Gaethje. That's because Patty's at least on a crazy win streak, had a very dominant performance against Chandler. I'd much rather want to see Patty versus Ilya or Patty versus Charles as opposed to Gaethje versus either Ilya or Charles. So. That's about lightweight. Welterweight, didn't even break it down, but Usman won. Good for Usman. Still sad because I want to see Buckley keep on climbing up the rankings, but same time, Usman's always been one of my favorite fighters, so it's good for him. But you know, I don't. He's also calling for a title shot because you know how these fighters are, man. They just all you need is one. And it's kind of funny that Gaethje and Usman are Ali Abdelaziz's clients. Like I don't know if it's like really them or if it's Ali telling them to be going out there and always claiming title shot after one win. But you know, Usman would deserve it way more than Gaethje, but even then, Usman doesn't deserve it. He got his immediate shot against Leon for the trilogy. So, yeah, I don't know. But the Hamzat fight was really competitive. I thought it was a draw. I didn't think Hamzat won the second or third round. I thought Usman did. But either way. So I think Usman should fight Bilal. If he beats Bilal, even if it's not like a great performance, I'm fine with them giving him a title shot again. Two solid wins, you know, former champ in Bilal and up and comer in Joaquin Buckley. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine with that. But in the meantime, welterweight has so many contenders. There's rumors that Sean Brady and Ian Gary are going to be fighting on that Chicago card. That's probably for next. Shavkat at this point is probably going to have to fight somebody else. Um, who would he fight though? That's the question. Maybe Bilal? I don't know. I don't know. This is weird though, because apparently Usman's talking about sitting out until 2026, or maybe I misheard that. But oh shoot, it's the mail. Here we go. Turn around, turn around. Oh, no. I think I blew it. Ah, whatever. Yeah, so welterweight's absolutely stacked. This is like a great thing, but it's also an annoying thing because if some of these guys don't want to fight, it's just like we're just wasting talent, you know what I mean? But I think I think that's probably my favorite division to watch. I mean, it usually is anyway. But it's it's like especially stacked now. I think it's the most stacked division at the moment. Um, Flyweight, we got Pantoja, Kaikara, France. Pantoja's going on a run. Ideally, I would like to see Pantoja fight Marab, but that's not going to happen. They're going to do Marab versus Corey, it looks like, just because it's a fresh matchup. It is somewhat of an interesting matchup, but I worry about Sean against Marab more than I worry about Corey. I don't know why, you know. I think Corey's a much more complete fighter, but I think the power of Sean and the sneaky jujitsu, well, what we thought was sneaky jujitsu, was always going to be more dangerous than Corey. So you never know what happens though. I mean, I would be pretty shocked if he actually does. Oh, what's it called? Lose to Corey, but yeah, Marab is on his way to bantamweight GOAT. Everyone's saying that he's already bantamweight GOAT. He's not. He has one defense. Don't get me wrong, but he's like kind of like Habib for lightweight. Like Habib's not GOAT because he didn't keep stacking that resume, but the dominance of him kind of has him in that GOAT conversation thing. So if Marab gets like two more, I'll probably give it to him. I still think, even though Aljo's resume is pretty flawed, or like title streak is like sketchy, he still has three in a row against like high quality names. I think all former champs, yeah, all former champs. So, and then obviously Dominic Cruz and TJ Dillashaw are up there as well. So, Rob's got some time still. As for featherweight, talk about unwarranted title shots again. I think it's not set in stone, but it sounds like it still probably is, considering Evloev is fighting Pico in July. But Volk is going to be facing Yair again, apparently, because, we just have to force feed certain countries, great matchups and stuff, which is so annoying. Yair sucks. I don't even know how he's a top five featherweight. Like, you beating a 38-year-old debutant Pitbull does not warrant you a title shot. It does not. It's criminal. Absolutely criminal. I'm sick. I just, I don't know. So, I don't even want to get into that. I mean, the fact that I have to vouch for the groomer and Evloev to literally get a title shot is insane to me. You know what I mean? But he did earn it. There's nobody else more worthy. This doesn't really help Volk's legacy, even if he beats Yair. It's like, oh, he beat a guy that they just threw in there and Yair again, But if Volk beat Evloev, like, go featherweight, like, without a doubt at that point. I think him and Aldo are tied right now. I probably would lean Volk a little bit, but oh, look at this. Oh, that's a big one. On. Oh, hold up. 3, 3. Any more popping out? Got some more on the hill. 320 out. Got a bear. We got a bear. It's a 5 medium. 6 hard. Whoa. Whoa, we got the wild. It's wildlife season out here. Hold up. Trees don't fit there. Really? All right, and then I guess we'll kind of talk about light heavyweight. Sorry, I'm so distracted by all these deer. I don't know why they're running away though. Makes no sense. I guess I'm gonna have to go with the female bear here, which is annoying, but yeah, light heavyweight. It looks like they're leaning Oldberg versus Yuri in the meantime to do #1 contender fight. I'm fine with that. That's what I kind of wanted. I think they are going to do Ankh Pereira too. I think that's definitely Abu Dhabi. That just smells Abu Dhabi to me. Not that there's really a smell, but I mean it's pretty predictable with how these guys operate anymore. So nothing spontaneous, no surprises. You just know which fights are going where, what time of year it's going to be. You know, it's like a very mid movie that you just have to keep watching back and forth. It seems like anymore. It's a little dramatic, but either way. Yeah, so they're gonna do that. They need to get Dom Reyes, another guy in like top 5. I want to see Reyes compete for another title. I'm starting to lean towards Ankalaev. Shirley gets it done again. I was kind of thinking Pereira, but you know, the more and more I think about that fight, is like Ankalaev just shut him down perfectly. So it'll be interesting, but you never know. I mean, Prey does have that type of power. It's just Uncle is pretty good, very high IQ for sure. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, that was loud. Was he coming at me? He's alert. He's attentive. Don't worry about it. I got you. Right in the neck. Oh, right in the neck. I got it. The best. Wow. Yeah, other than that though, I feel like there were some other things I want to talk about in the UFC. I don't even want to dive into the Jones thing. He's technically not even in the sport anymore, so fans still dick riding him like absolute casuals. Like it's just I don't mind if you're a casual, but like the obnoxious casual shit is just insane to me. Like these kids are living in 2011. Oh my gosh, Sean Jones. You see what he did to Machida? You see what he did to Machida? Like, bro, nobody cares. It's over. He ducked Tom Aspinall. Beat a wash Stipe while he was looking slow himself. Cyril Gane was really good, even though Cyril Gane is an absolute fraud. And I had to learn the hard way. But, yeah, so the Jones era is over. Tom Aspinall, I can see him being very active, and like I'm not even a big Aspinall fan, but like in terms of activity and what's like good for the sport, it's probably gonna be him. Just guy that goes in there, just gets. Oh no! I didn't mean to hit the skull. That's tough. But yeah, Aspinall just gets finishes easily. I'm sure he's gonna be pretty active too. Um, I don't understand why people are so down and being like, oh, well, we lost that fight and therefore the heavyweight division's just gonna be shit. I mean, probably for like a year or two you might be right, but you know, if Tom Aspinall just racks up a resume, becomes GOAT heavyweight just based off of title defenses, title wins, all of this, like they'll have another star, they'll have a guy that can actually finish fights and not take boring decisions and all that, like oh. Oh my goodness, it's a big horn. It's attentive. He smells me. Like I got him. Yeah, so either way, International Fight Week. I think they're off the following week for what's it called? 4th of July. And then we are back for Teixeira and Lewis. Or no, I think that's the week after. I don't know. There's stuff going on. Hopefully it's a good summer. Hopefully Duplessis and Chimaev fight goes through as well as the card. It seems like they're stacking that pay-per-view from some of the fights I've seen get announced, so that'd be pretty cool. I kind of want to go back actually real quick, talk about guy that's not only on watch list, guy that I'm starting to think is like, I hate to say it like this, but like Ilya Taporia type, like level superstar, like O'Malley type guy. Actually, no, fuck O'Malley, overrated. Either way, Malcolm Wellmaker might be the dude. Obviously, I gotta see him against like a grappler, like a gritty grappler, but this dude has so much power at bantamweight, highly real finishes. Wasn't even training full time until recently. This dude's gonna be an issue. I know we're saying this after a Chris Mantino fight, but I don't know. There's something about it, man. Something about it. And I probably have been wrong with this type of stuff before, but usually I'm worried about guys like this. But this guy, I'm like, if you throw him in top 15 right now, I think he could beat some guys. I mean, obviously, let's not do that. Let's have him win two or three more and then throw him into a stacked bandweight division with a lot of hype around him, a lot more experience and stuff. But yeah, Malcolm Wellmaker is starting making, in my opinion. Great win for him against Moutinho. That was sick. Like, literally kind of like hopped into that, what was it, right hook, I believe. Just round chin. Moutinho was dead. RIP though, Moutinho. Hopefully he does not go to the rope store. Other than that though, YouTube, it's been real. News in the world of UFC Part 2 has now officially been completed after the long delay. Goodbye.